Hey Richard, how are you? I am here. I hope you can hear me. I've flipped the camera around because I'm pigging out at the Flame Tree Barbecue right now, and I'm eating a pulled pork sandwich. That's why I figured I'd log in a few minutes early, let you take a view of the lake. Hey Lori Jean, what's going on? I love that sandwich. I put the coleslaw on it, and then you dump a whole thing of barbecue sauce on it. One of the lake cavalcades is going by right now. Can't see who it is yet. Hold on. Yeah, it's just a band, no characters. Yeah, really. So look at that sky, beautiful. Blue sky today, puffy white clouds. Looking over across the lake to Everest from the best place to eat, Flame Tree Barbecue. You take the path down to the left and come all the way down to the water. A lot of people don't know that this is down here. Actually, there was hardly anybody here when I got here. Oh. Oops. Sorry about that. So I'm just gonna finish this up really quick, let you watch me eat, and it's 3 o'clock right now, so I'm right on time. Really good beans on the side too, because they mix the pulled pork in with it. Right here they have really good onion rings too, but I've never tried them. I actually messed up my mobile order a few times trying to do it in one of the gift shops, and I almost had onion rings, but it did automatically add my cast discount, so that was cool. Cinderella loves Disney. Hey, what's going on? We're sitting here at Flame Tree Barbecue. Just got into the park, having some barbecue. Katrina, hello, captivating Katrina. What's going on? So, game plan. I'm gonna finish swallowing and eating in front of you like this, and we're gonna scamper over to. You'll appreciate this, Katrina. My favorite place for people to scream at me online. No, shh, just a joke. Just that one guy. I'm gonna go over to Avatar and see what the deal is over there. And if you'd like to, oh, thank you. Daniel, what's up? Daniel from This Infinity, great channel. Soon to be Florida resident. Katrina is a Florida resident and has a great channel too, the Disney Double Ks, with another great friend of ours, Krista Knoxville. I will tell her that. She actually told me to say hi to you, so. And hi to the mods. I think Krista was cracking her up when we were together at Magic Kingdom just recently. All right, so we got a little blood sugar's going up. That's what happens, it's weird. I have a breakfast, do some things, then you get into the park, like, you know, a little bit after lunch. I was gonna stop and eat something. I stopped at Cast Connections, this store where you get these really inexpensive items for Disney Cast. Just trying to figure out if I was gonna get these items or not. Then, you know, wiggle my way over here down back streets, and then by the time you get here, you know, it's 3 o'clock and you haven't eaten lunch and you had a real early breakfast and you're like, oops, I better, you know, because Katrina knows how I can get. Candy Mom Cynthia, yes! How are you, Cynthia? Thanks for joining us. Bloomin' Cheesa. Yes, but just remember, I'm jealous of you because Richard Bloomin' Cheesa, he's got a great channel too. He's from Seattle, and Seattle is a very beautiful place. So, thank you so much for joining me, guys, and I'm done eating. Highly recommend the pulled pork sandwiches at Flame Tree Barbecue. Do the mobile order as soon as you enter the park, and if you're lucky like I am, just go right in. But whatever you do, don't leave your food for more than a second, because these guys, those birds that you always see walking around at Disney. I had some lobster rolls stolen at one of the festivals over at Epcot, and I turned around for 1 second. My wife's and mine were both gone. I'll never hear the end of it. Hang on, guys. Actually, it's not my wife I'd never hear the end of. It's me. I'll never forget about it. My wife is not a naggy kind of wife. Quite the opposite. Alright. So, get that stupid thing out of there. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're walking out of Flame Tree, and I don't have a mask on because I'm not required to have a mask on. Here's the reflecting pool, but I probably will put it on anyway, because I keep forgetting to put it on when I'm going into attractions and such. Make sure I don't need it right there. I might have left it back here. Maybe it dropped on the ground. Nope. Yeah, the birds ate it. Now, search through my pockets here. So, it's pretty warm today. I think it's about 90 right now. Hang on a second, guys. It's glad to see you. I'm glad to see you guys. Krista is here. Yes. Okay, so right now you're basically looking at the reflecting pool at Flame Tree Barbecue. Okay. Hey, how are you? Are you watching? Great, terrific. If you like what you see, subscribe. We're kind of fun. That's the thing about wearing the One Stop Mouse shirt. People will see me walking around and then they'll go over to the channel. That happens a lot in lines. This Infinity vacay every day. Hello. So I'm back. So if you notice when I turn this around, my wife just got some very cool Mary Blair print design masks, and the breathability factor, as I put it, makes it so comfortable to wear. You know, not a lot of resistance, but they filter like an N95 mask. That ice, and just leaving it on. So I'm fine. I'll probably just leave it on. My wife did a really good job getting these. If you can see it, Hey Birdwell, what's going on? Scooting past the bird show, the up show. And I always love these statues. Two of the characters from Up in that ancient Hindu fashion. And yeah, as you can see, I'm sure you've seen it on a lot of streams and a lot of news. It's not a requirement to wear a mask outside anymore, and most people aren't. And there's a place, Mr. Kamal's, one of the smaller stands, going over in this direction. They have a seasoned fries with like a curry red pepper sauce or something. I've heard about this forever, and for some reason I've always just eaten. For you, Krista, bring it. Is your husband at work? So I got, please. It's me. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi. Okay guys, just turned off my Wi-Fi. Looks like the Harambe Market is open again. That's good. This time I was here, that was not open. Ribs, grilled chicken, salad. I was trying to get something there last time I was here. I think I was here with my wife. Pin station. I have not gotten any pins in ages. Waiting online. Are you ready for me, Katrina? Because you know, this is where you guys got me loopy, because I got that King's Cooler. The Dole Whip, pineapple with watermelon, strawberry, and coconut flavored syrup served with Parrot Bay coconut rum. Yeah, I had nothing in my stomach. I got a little loopy. I think Katrina was enjoying that day, watching me get soused. There's where the safari is. I've actually been thinking of getting on the safari. Actually, let's do that. You know, I have something that I wanted to do. I thought of it. I was thinking, let's do a safari marathon and see how many times I can ride the safari in a day. So you vote on how many people want to see a safari marathon. I don't know why I thought that. Just because there are a lot of things, even having been here as many times as I have, there's a lot of things that I haven't seen or heard on the safari. Ooh, look at this. We have a big Mickey made out of blooms and leaves. Pretty. Did you do that? Yeah, it is hot. They are serving a lot of refreshments today. Oh, hold on. Might not be able to get on the safari. I see no numbers.
Currently should say that we're undeveloped. Okay. But we're working on it, I promise.
No safari right now?
It's not the animals, it's other things. It's not the animals. The animals are fine. Everything's fine with them. It's just something else. Yeah, right now we're having some technical difficulties with the ride itself. Once we're working on those right now, but once we're able to get them up and running, we'll reopen again.
Thanks, Ben.
No problem.
Okay, you heard it. They're having some ride difficulties. Hopefully it's not anything. Oh no. Kristen Jones just subscribed. Kristen Jonas just subscribed. Thank you, Kristen, for subscribing to the channel. I believe that puts us over 650 now, maybe 651. I can't see right now. Hello. In here. What would it be for? I smell something. Can you smell the fudge tonight? Let's see. What do we got? Chocolate fudge, peanut butter fudge, cookies and cream fudge, vanilla fudge. Oh, look at those cupcakes. And fried cupcakes. And I see what did I see in there? It's a lot of, I wish they had pieces of fudge that were like half the size. That would really suit me. It's a lot of sugar. But with the cash discount, all this stuff is so affordable. I know what's gonna melt if I keep it in my backpack. Dang it. Nope. Not a smart idea. Mickey pretzels, same thing. Alright. Hello. Oh, exit, right? Yeah, I'll eat about half of that fudge before I get sugared out. And then that's it. Then the rest melts. Alright. Let's go back to the original plan. What a beautiful day, guys. Oh my goodness. Ask for a sample piece, Bob? You think they'll give me a sample piece? Hold on. I feel bad. I've had this fudge so many times and I'm a cast member. Oh no. It's not that much. I'll just, if they don't give me a sample piece, I'll eat half of it and throw it away. I'll virtually give it to you guys. Is it possible to get a little sample piece of one of the pieces of fudge? Because I'm diabetic and I don't know if it's too sugary.
Yeah, unfortunately not, no.
Okay, I'm just gonna get a piece then, and if I have to throw it away after a few bites, I will. Could I get a piece of chocolate fudge, please? No. Okay guys, sorry I muted you. It's cast member information. So it was a few bucks for a piece of fudge and they gave you like $1 off. I guess it's like a 20% discount most of the time. So, uh-oh. Instagram pictures. Hey!
Hi.
Doing Instagram photos?
Yeah.
I figured. Okay guys. We have an Instagram studio right next door to us.
It's right there with the umbrella. Hey, you did a good job. I like the one I'm looking at you.
Oh, thanks.
Are you streaming?
I am. I'm streaming right now. They're watching me eat fudge. It's a channel called One Stop Mouse.
Okay.
We do all kinds of Disney stuff. Mmm. Mmm. Here. Katrina, take a bite right here. Take a bite. It's cold and it's good and it's not too sugary. Mmm. Don't care the reason, Katrina. Don't you have to be having no COVID arguments on my channel. Shh. Shh. Jonathan Chung, hello. Take care, guys. Have a good day. What this? It's chocolate fudge in that shop right there. It's really good. Oh, this is going down. My God. Eureka! So already, we've only been here for 24 minutes. We've gotten barbecue and fudge. Now hold on to your hats, because I know that Katrina is hoping to high heaven that I make it over to the Nomad Lounge and start drinking bourbon. Ask her. All right, hold on. Flip around and up in my face. Now in these forested sort of areas on the paths going towards the tree away from the safari, a while back, because of COVID, she definitely wasn't around, and at other times she would come and go. There was a woman named Eve that was painted green and had all kinds of lines and stuff around her. She was really hot, and she was up on these stilts, kind of like a street performer, and she would be hidden amongst the trees and posing, kind of like those performers at Festival of the Arts. And you'd be walking through and all of a sudden she would start moving really slowly. Very cool. I wish she would come back. All right, enough sugar. That's the end of the sugar. Whew. That's a lot of sugar. I might regret that. I better start walking that off. Let's pass by the safari real quick as we turn around, just in case they've opened it. No, see a lot of people standing around over there. Let's see if there's a waiting time. Oh, I think I see a number up there. I might be back. Now, if the problem was that there's one of the lions that's loose, I guess it's going to be a very exciting safari. The safari is up again. And actually, this is not a very common thing. However, there we are. However, I live in one of the neighborhoods very close to Animal Kingdom. And when I moved in, all the folks who have been living there for 20 years remembered how like 15 years ago, it's 35 now, 35 wait time. All the folks who live in that neighborhood remember when it was a cheetah, I believe, that got loose into the neighborhoods. And everybody was ordered to stay inside. Wow. You stay out in the sun for a second, out of any partial shade, and you really start feeling it. So,
Thank you very much.
She's gonna go towards my friend Randy there, and he'll be able to help you guys out.
here we go. On to Kilimanjaro Safari. Oh. What is not synced? What? Is anybody else's audio and video off? Really? The audio and video isn't playing in sync? Ah.
One of the largest and most beautiful animal parks.
Well, being that I've got a mask on,
our mission
I guess it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Unless it's really out. Your audio and your video, Bob. Yeah, interesting. Hold on. I'll try to put the Wi-Fi on in a minute once I stop. How strange.
For your patience, everyone.
Please Please line up
I'm used to
behind
lagging,
that person,
and I'm used to
allowing them
nothing
to
or
reach the
everything.
room through the gate
Not used to
at
out of
the end
sync.
of the ramp,
That's weird.
immediately in front of you. As you approach, as you move out.
I just saw, is the chat lagging too? Blue and Cheese, hello. Wi-Fi disconnected. I don't know. Turn the Wi-Fi on, the Wi-Fi is disconnected anyway. Kingdoms get on the Safari, it's okay, which is why I like going on the Safari a lot. You can't do It's a Bug Life and go under the tree, stuff like that.
As a reminder, there is no eating, drinking, and please keep your face coverings on online and on the safari. Thanks for traveling with Film Star Safari. As we come to Safari, we go live.
So if I'm out of sync, the good thing about wearing a mask is you probably can't tell that I'm out of sync. Or you think that I'm in a foreign film that's been badly synced. Thanks for joining me, and thank you everybody for all your support, even though I was gone. Before I did a little check-in video, some of her shows. I'm sorry, one.
Number 8. How many?
For Amazon Prime Day, my wife. Oh. Wow. That's strange. Either something smells particularly bad right here, or it's me.
All right, everyone on the right side of the truck, please wash your hands, arms, feet,
bad.
legs. These doors are sliding shut.
Krista is quite the comedian.
Make sure those face coverings are fully covering your nose and mouth, please.
Now? What's happening? So I think one party wanted to get out. They didn't tell everyone to evacuate.
All right, let's try that again. Everyone on the right side of the truck, please wash your hands, arms, feet, legs. These doors are sliding shut.
I'm sure most of you kids that looked up here at the ID plaques at the top, although they identify just about every animal you see, the person speaking, they still have the
Come on, the empty road right up here. Just come on, follow me.
some sort of issue trying to fill in seats. One party got out, but they got out just to wait. Oh, they made a mistake. They filled in all the rows and they only want to have every other row. So, well, no, that's not so. There's nobody behind me, then it's me, and the people in front of me, then an empty. Alright, who's ready for a safari?
All clear, South Sound awarded. Hey everybody, here at Harambe we say twin date.
Harambe!
Twin date means let's go. Might not see all these animals today, but we've had pretty good luck so far. Hey, really quick show of hands. This is anyone's first time on the reserve. Any first timers? Oh great, me too, that's awesome. Just kidding. Hey, some quick safety rules before we get on the reserve. Make sure that animals in the mask, so this will be my last reminder. Also, make sure we stay seated with those hands, arms, feet, legs inside the truck for the entire safari. If animals do get close to the truck, please don't try to reach out and touch them. Don't scream at them, make any noise at them, and certainly don't try to feed them. You can follow those 3 rules. We're going to have a good time out there. We'll be starting our adventure in the Little Ituri Forest. A lot of these animals are pretty shy animals. It's their action setting. Can't stop for every Our first animal is going to be off to the right side of the truck. That is the okapi. Now, just by looking at the animal, who thinks it's related to a giraffe? Anyone? All right, what about zebra? Who thinks it's related to the zebra? Well, the closest living relative of the okapi is the giraffe. We know this because their skeletal structure is very similar to that of a giraffe. Both also have a very long prehensile tongue. The word prehensile means it can grab things. Their tongue is about 18 inches long. Off to the left side of the truck, you'll see some bongos, also known as the ghost of the forest. Ghost of the forest, because they are very rarely seen. Their horns are tilted backwards so they can quickly dive through the bushes to escape predators. Unfortunately, another reason they're very rarely seen is they are endangered due to habitat loss and poaching. Off to the right side of the truck, up on top of the hill, you're going to see some saddle-billed stork. They stand a little over 3 feet tall. You can actually tell apart the males and the females based on their eye color. Males have brown eyes and the females have yellow eyes. The truck, you're going to see some greater kudu off to the left. Those are females. I can tell that because only the males have horns. There's actually a picture of a male on your animal's spotting guide above you. They're the second tallest antelope species on the reserve, from hip to shoulder, standing about 55 inches tall. Now making our way towards the Safi River, so keep an eye on the water. A lot of animals will come down to the water for a drink or to cool off. In the event of a water landing, your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Just kidding, these seats don't float. Now, I don't know much about this bird off to the right side of the truck, because that's a Florida bird. We're in Africa right now. If you look off to the left side of the truck, you're going to see some pink-backed pelicans. They get that name pink-back because during mating season, those feathers on their back do turn pink to attract a mate. They're the smallest of the pelicans. Something really cute that the males do is they'll swim around collecting sticks to present to the females, so that way she can build a nest with those sticks. Now coming up on the left side of the truck, you might see it's out of the water. It's kind of going into hiding right now. I'll try to see if I can be really quick. It's going to be a hippopotamus back there, weighing upwards of about 5,500 pounds. That word hippopotamus in Greek means river horse. They actually trot along the bottom of the water, holding their breath for about 8 minutes at a time. Hippos can spend most of their day in the water. Reason for that is because they don't have sweat glands like we do, so they'll come out at nighttime to do a lot of their grazing. Actually, one of the biggest bite forces in the animal kingdom, being able to extend their jaw is almost 180 degrees. They don't have the biggest on the reserve. That's going to go to this next animal, my personal favorite. With a jaw pressure of over 3,000 pounds per square inch, it's going to be the Nile crocodile. Now these animals are basically modern day dinosaurs. They've been around for over 80 million years, having survived several mass extinctions. In that time, they become masters of stealth and camouflage. Sometimes they'll track their prey for weeks at a time. They're ambush predators. They can actually move through knee-deep water without making a single ripple on the surface of the water. And they're what's called ectothermic. You might know it as cold-blooded. That means they have to use their environment to regulate their body temperature. So you see crocodiles sitting on the bank with their mouth open. They're probably trying to push all the hot air out of their body. Crocodiles are also pretty amazing parents. Moms will stay with the nest until her babies hatch. Then she'll actually help out with the hatching process by rolling the eggs around and carrying her babies in her mouth to the safety of the water. Temperature inside a crocodile's nest will determine if those babies are going to be males or females. Maybe 1 or 2 out of a group of about 60 eggs might actually make it to adulthood. Back there, that was a baobab tree, also known as the tree of life, which is leafless 9 months out of the year. Called the tree of life because during times of drought, animals will flock to it because it can hold a lot of water on the inside, about 32,000 gallons of water, enough to fill your swimming pools. Elephants will actually use their tusks to dig into the trunk of the baobab tree to get all that water out. And that baobab tree can live upwards of over 2,000 years old. Now this is our savanna overlook, so as you make your way downhill, see if you can spot any of your favorite savanna-dwelling species out there. Looks like we got quite a few coming up, including a baby zebra off to the right side of the truck, only a couple of weeks old. So the first animal right here is the springbok, and then we have these Hartman's mountain zebra. Now these springbok, they get the name springbok because when they get startled, they'll spring 5 feet straight up into the air, 8 feet out. They can take off at speeds of about 55 miles per hour, making them the second fastest animal in the reserve. When they jump up and down like that, it's called pronking, and the reason why they do that is either if they're nervous, they're looking for predators, or they're just trying to show off in front of the others. Now, because those were mountain zebra, they're a little bit more agile than some of the other zebra species out there. A group of zebra is called a dazzle of zebra. A lot of people ask me, is a zebra black with white stripes or white with black stripes? Easiest way to tell is just by looking at their nose. Their nose is black, so therefore they are black with white stripes. Now, when a baby zebra is born, they're born with their legs fully grown. Now, if you look off to the left side of the truck, you're going to see the spotted hyena laying down in that cave right there. They're mostly nocturnal animals. That means they come out at nighttime to do a lot of their hunting. Hey guys, that mask does have to cover your nose, please. Now, I say hunting because a lot of people think they're scavengers, but they're very efficient predators working together in their packs to bring down animals much larger than themselves. They're led by a dominant female. They are not related to dogs or cats. They are their own separate species. Even though they are significantly smaller than lions, they actually have a bite force equivalent to that of a lion. Off to the left side of the truck's another animal that's led by females is the sable antelope. They're one of the few antelope species that will actually stand their ground whenever there are predators nearby. They'll use those horns in self-defense and to protect their backs from lions jumping on them. Now, these termite mounds we're passing can get about as hard as concrete. Elephants will actually use termite mounds as a back scratcher. There could be enough termites inside to equal the same weight as a small cow. Also, off to the left side, you're going to see a small herd of wildebeest. I say small herd because they've been known to gather in herds of thousands or tens of thousands, sometimes coming together to form a super herd of over 1 million, which is so large it can even be seen from space. They'll travel over 1,000 miles to the Serengeti, chasing the rains for new grazing grounds. They actually have scent glands in their hoofs, that way the back of the herd can tell where the front of the herd is moving. Now, the name for the wildebeest is the gnu because of the sound that it makes. At nighttime, they sleep in rows with their young in the middle. They'll have a couple of lookouts to watch for any predators that might try to attack in the night, such as the hyena or the lion. Now, there are 9 different species of giraffe found in Africa. This species coming up ahead of us is going to be the Maasai giraffe. I can tell these are Maasai giraffe because of that rigid structure in its coat. That pattern is unique to each animal. It's kind of like your thumbprints. A group of giraffe is called a tower of giraffe. And giraffe will actually spend most of their day eating. They only sleep about 30 minutes a day. They'll use their long prehensile tongues to grab the leaves from the tops of the trees, pull it down towards their mouth. Their tongue is a purple or black coloration to help prevent it from getting sunburnt. Also, giraffe have quite the rude awakening to the world. When a giraffe is born, they drop 6 feet straight to the ground. Coming up on the right side of the truck, you can see the animal with the really large horns. That is the Nkoli cattle, also called the Watusi cattle because of the tribe that domesticated them. They were not used for meat or for milk, but actually as a sign of wealth. So the more you had, the wealthier you were. Those horns are actually not very heavy at all. On the inside, it's a honeycomb structure. Through the honeycomb structure run blood vessels, which help regulate their body temperature. Coming up on the left side of the truck, you're going to see the mandrill, the largest of the monkeys. Males weigh about 100 pounds, females weigh about 40 pounds. And the way to tell apart the males and the females will be the coloration, much more brighter and bolder in the males than in the females. Favorite fact about the mandrills, they actually have pouches in their cheeks where they store snacks for later. And a group of mandrills is called a horde of mandrills. Off to the right side of the truck, you'll see the largest land mammal in the world, weighing upwards of 12,000 pounds. It's going to be the African elephants. You'll notice their ears are roughly in the shape of the continent of Africa. It's one of the ways you can tell apart the African elephants from the Asian elephants is the shape of their ear. You can tell how an elephant is feeling based on what those ears are doing. If those ears are flared out, that means that they're upset. Probably a good idea to stay out of the way. If they're flapping their ears, they're probably trying to cool themselves off, kind of like using a really large fan. Large blood vessels inside those ears, so as those ears flap, it cools down their blood and therefore their body temperature. By the way, elephants will keep cool by throwing mud on their backs to protect themselves from the sun. That trunk of theirs has over 100,000 muscles inside of it, so it'll swing in any direction. Unfortunately, a lot of these animals are losing their habitat due to human encroachment, so that's going towards farming and mining. So that mining is for a substance called coltan. Now I want to take a look at your cell phones. So your cell phone batteries and your laptop batteries are actually made of coltan. So by recycling those, you can actually help prevent habitat loss for animals like the elephants. Off to the right side of the truck, you're going to see some tusk marks in the clay. So elephants will actually eat clay to get some minerals for their diets. Now elephants live in what's called a matriarch society. That means that the females are in charge. Top female, the matriarch, she'll be the oldest in the herd. She'll be the one leading them to new grazing grounds and watering holes, probably some of the same ones she's been visiting since she was a baby. While the second in command female, she'll be in the back of the herd. Her job is to make sure the rest of the herd sticks together. And for the most part, males are solitary animals. Sometimes they form bachelor groups. They'll only briefly rejoin a herd when it's time to mate. Now, unfortunately, it does sad me to tell you about 96 elephants are poached each day for the ivory in their tusks. That's about once every 15 minutes. Now, unfortunately, at that rate, elephants could go extinct in this century. As our friends over in Dino Land will tell you, extinction is forever. Coming up on the left side of the truck, you're going to see the greater flamingo, the tallest of the flamingos, standing about 4 feet tall. Pay close attention, you might see some babies in the mix. I can see them right now. It's going to be that little gray one right there. You'll notice they're a grayer coloration. So how do they get those pink feathers that their parents have? Well, it takes about a year or two after they're born before they fully get those pink feathers. It's from the beta-carotene found in their diet, which is mostly shrimp. Also, another name for a flock of flamingos is a flamboyance of flamingos. Now, a lot of birds will do like some dances or something to attract a mate. For the flamingos, they do this thing called flagging, where they just move their head from side to side. Off to the left side of the truck, you'll see some mud pits on the ground. Now, if you look underneath that palm tree right there, you're going to see a white rhino, the larger of the two rhino species on the reserve, weighing upwards of about 5,000 pounds. They like to roll around in the mud to protect themselves from the sun. When they're done with that mud, they'll wipe it off on the trees around here. Original name given to the white rhino is the wide rhino or wide-lipped rhino, so they're grazers. The reason they're wide lips is to be able to grab as much grass as possible per bite. There's also going to be a baby laying down underneath the palm tree right here. His name is Ranger. He's about 7 months old and he weighs about 700 pounds. Now, a group of rhinos is called a crash of rhinos. So rhinos' eyesight is actually very important. At nighttime, they're almost blind. Did you notice what his ears did whenever we got close? They tilted towards us. That's one of their main senses they use for their directions is their hearing. They also have a really good sense of smell. coming up on the left side of the truck, you're going to see the fastest land animal in the world, the cheetah. Now, cheetahs can reach speeds of about 60-70 miles per hour, in about 3 to 4 seconds. They can only keep that going for a couple hundred feet before they tire out. Their claws are non-retractable, so it's kind of like cleats on an athlete when they run. Also, the end of their tail is really large and muscular, which they actually use as a counterbalance, and they can quickly change direction to capture their prey. Cheetah's not considered a big cat. The reason for that is because the cheetah cannot roar, while big cats can roar. And a group of cheetahs is called a coalition of cheetahs. And the trees over here off to the right, those were waterbuck. Those were females because, like the greater kudu, only the males have horns. They named waterbuck because, well, they like the water. Their fur is very oily, so it's very water repellent. They'll quickly dive into the water to escape predators. They also have a white circle around their backside. That's actually used to help spot each other in case they get lost in the jungle. Kind of like all the matching t-shirts you see at Disney. Another white rhino off to the right side. We got a few more animals coming up. There's a bontebok standing up by himself right here. There's also some scimitar horned oryx over there. So that bontebok is a relative of the wildebeest. They have a pretty interesting story. At one point in time, there was only 17 of them left in the wild. What happened was a farmer gathered that remaining 17, put them on his farm, and actually saved the species. Their numbers are slowly coming back in the wild due to conservation efforts. Just goes to show you how one person can't make a difference, because today their numbers are in the thousands.
No lions.
Off to the left side of the truck, you'll see some holes in the ground. These were probably burrowed out by that animal over there, the warthog. Warthogs use their large tusks to burrow out these holes. When they sleep in those holes, they sleep with their tusks facing outward, that way to deter any predators from trying to attack them while they sleep. Their closest living relative is the pig. They may not look fast, but they can run at speeds of about 35 miles per hour. Now, scimitar horned oryx get their name scimitar, kind of like the sword. Pretty cool fact about them is, like camels, they can go months without a single drop of water. Where they conserve their waters by not sweating until their body temperature gets over 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, up to the right side of the truck, you'll see some ostrich eggs on the ground. These are the world's largest and strongest eggs. Weigh about 3 pounds, so the equivalent of about 2 dozen chicken eggs. They're strong enough the average human could stand on top of it and it would not break.
Welcome in, everybody. It's a warm day and we're taking in the safari. The lions were not out. They must be in the shade somewhere. Something is going on with the safari. They had it shut down a little earlier, and then
coming up on the left side
came
of the
back
truck,
in
you're
30
gonna see
minutes and they were
Nigerian
open.
dwarf goat, which only stands about 2 feet tall, fully grown. Actually very playful animals. Through that playfulness, they'll establish dominance in the group. They're also very skilled climbers. And they're sold throughout the world. They're used for their milk. Now, unfortunately, our safari is coming to an end. It does sadly tell you that most of the animals we have seen today on the reserve are endangered. Most recently, a couple of years ago, the giraffe was added to the endangered species list. It's estimated maybe 65% of endangered animals could go extinct in this century. Now, the word Harambe in Swahili means to come together. Here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, we believe that if we can all come together to help protect these animals, then they will have a future. So what can we do to help? Well, we can all start by doing something simple like recycling. Plastics, bottles, papers, even their cell phones and laptops like I mentioned earlier. Another way you can get involved is through donating. Since 1995, Disney Conservation Fund has raised over $80 million to help animals around the world. Doesn't matter how big or how small a donation, Disney will match. We do not like to say goodbye. That is far too final and far too sad. So I'll leave you with the Swahili phrase, Kwaherini. Kwaherini does need to go well. So from all of us here at Harambe, go well, go wild. Have a great rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom or wherever your next adventure might take you. If you're looking for some more wild animal encounters, check out the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail or the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Happy wilderness explorers aboard the truck you've been riding, the Simba 1. Simba 1. If you have any questions, please feel free to come up to the front of the truck once we've docked. Right over to the right side, please watch your hands, arms, feet, legs. These doors are sliding open. Watch your step. Have a great rest of your day.
Alright guys, so that was the Kilimanjaro Safari. They were closed when we first got here. Went and ate some fudge, came back, they were open, and I don't know what was going on, but it was cool, as always. Nothing from the lions. You probably wouldn't, I wasn't expecting that. Every time I hear that the lions roar on a route and the most active. All right. Harambe. That was fun. I know Disinfinity loved that. That's his favorite. Hi Birdwell, how are you? Hey Nathan Rita, what's going on? Thanks for joining the stream. That was a lot of fun. I love that ride myself. The new baby, yeah. Did you guys, I was being quiet so you could hear the speaker, but there were two babies in there. It was the brand new baby zebra, which you may not be able to see, may not have been able to see because I don't like zooming out and zooming in so much on the phone. And there was also oh, let's go over here. And it was also the baby rhino, which was born a little ways back, but he's still pretty small too. So the two babies were out. The rhino, white rhino mom and the white rhino baby were in some nice deep shade. The one hyena that I saw, he was in a cave way back by himself. I couldn't really see him back there with the camera, just with the naked eye. Too much contrast. And then yeah, everybody. And then I don't know, I wonder if their paws had something to do with bringing the lions in or something. I have no idea. Da 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 da. All right, at the Dawa Bar, outside of where they have the Tusker House restaurant, which is still not open. Yeah, let's just go over here for the heck of it. They have a habanero lime margarita. Exceptional. Very good. Try it out. Dole Whip drinks across the way on that other corner. The Parrot Bay rum, very sweet. It's like you're drinking cotton candy. I would take any other alcohol in my Dole Whip, which is already sweet, but besides Parrot Bay rum. I think it's Parrot Bay coconut rum. But at the Nomad Lounge on the way to Avatar, they have a drink. Can't remember what they named it, but it's like an old-fashioned. Festival of the Lion King. I think we're going to get in on the Festival of the Lion King line. No, you don't. Hi, folks. When is the next show?
Next show is at 5 o'clock. That's the last one of the day.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and you're in line for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock show's all done. Already started 5 minutes ago.
Oops.
So you're in line for the 5 o'clock.
4 o'clock show just started. We're in line for the 5 o'clock. Really like to see this show again. That means we'll be in line for an hour. Maybe we'll swing back by here. All right.
Well, they have to be there by the time.
That's unfortunate. wait a second. Here come some friends. Here comes Mickey and Minnie. Expedition Mickey and Minnie and Pluto. Yay! There they are! Yay! That was nice to see 3 of the Fab Five. Yes, indeed. All right. So that was almost a great find. Almost got in to see the 4 o'clock Festival of the Lion King, which I haven't seen in a long time, the closures. There's a 5 o'clock, but I didn't want to wait online for an hour. So let's see what we're gonna see. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. What a beautiful, gorgeous day here in Orlando. It is hot if you stand right out in the sun, but actually not that bad. I've got like a safari kind of hat on. It's not really bugging me. Yeah, isn't it, Jonathan? Donald's still recovering. So we're walking from the Africa area across this wooden walkway. Over to Avatar. There's the very back of Nomad Lounge right there. And the sounds of Avatar being piped in. It's very quiet right here. No people, no sounds, no soundtrack. Interesting. Silent. I expect Avatar noises should be coming on right now. But no. No Avatar sound effects. Silent. Oh, I know, creepy. So I must be working on it. Very peaceful, but not Avatar. Because we're right here. We're about to see the Flight of Passage line. Not a single sound. Except for a local bird that I heard. All right. And we're here. Must be fishing in another direction. I don't see it. Usually coming down this way. Maybe they're trying to keep people in the shade. Yeah, that's it.
The first time you go, I'll try to explain to you. Okay. The first time you go through,
We'll go back and put in.
oh, you need that umbrella.
Anybody else? Yeah, that was weird. And I'm not hearing, we're over here and, you know, I can hear all the water, of course, but none of the insect, screeching banshees, birds, none of the fauna sounds, just the waterfalls here. The wait time says 55, but I don't believe it. Being that I'm actually here already. But it's going to end up being like 30. And I've streamed on the ride a few times, so do it again. All right, Krista. All right, Katrina. All right, Walt, if you're out there. Remember, this is where you got to protect me if anybody gets mean. You know what I'm talking about. Come on now. Beautiful queue as always on a warm day like today, where it's all good unless you're in the direct sun. Whenever you have the, you know, they've got fans as always, that one working at least, and then you're under partial tree cover, it does help a lot. Krista's got her eye out. Watchdog Krista. Yeah, notice how I'm being quiet? I'm being quiet, Krista, just so I don't suck them in. Okay, now, beautiful, beautiful queue. Unbelievable queue. Has to be the best queue of any place. To stand in line here with fans and you're in the shade. Thanks, Krista. Yeah, man. Barbecue and fudge. I'm set for a bit. That was good. It's like a must-do for me. Isn't it, Jonathan? Really, really cool. I think only a fisheye lens, like on a GoPro camera, can take in everything in the queue. It's real hard to do it with the standard lens without tilting up and down and panning a lot. Really cool. Man, feels so good. And say two-thirds of people. Yeah, the deal is you're allowed to keep your mask off outside, but not when you're in line, or not like now, or not when you're inside. Say about, all right, maybe 60% of people have them on. But it's an interesting and involving situation. The live place, Dean. Hello, sir. I miss you so much, Dean. I meant what I said in my email, and I have some experience in that area. If you ever want to reach out and ask me anything, I did that kind of stuff for 12 years, and I would gladly give you any advice that I could give you, or referrals. You're the best, man. Good luck to you and your family. You are very welcome, Dean. So, Dean at the live place, if you're wondering who the live place is and who the heck I'm talking to, go online and go to the live place, and it's basically a collection of channels like mine and others, and it'll tell you what's going on a specific night. Now, this specific video is not on the live place and didn't tell people about it, only because I only announced it yesterday, and Dean needs a little bit of time. I've been more sporadic and spur of the moment because of a new cast member job and stuff at Disney, so I didn't even want to insult Dean's intelligence by trying to send anything his way, but I will be doing that, Dean. Let's see. Beautiful day here. Gosh, it's so good to get out. Mackenzie Block just subscribed. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you're liking what you see. We are a little bit offbeat. That means that I'm a little bit much of a crazy fanatic, and when I come to the parks, it's just like somebody with ADHD, just like, let's go there, let's go there, let's go there. But usually ends up being fun. Actually, it always ends up being fun, even if it's a typhoon like there was on one visit that I had to Animal Kingdom. I ran around in I think the water was all through the park was over my ankles, looking for something in the lost and found. That was, yeah, on these really bright days you can barely see the screen. You just kind of point it and hope that you guys are seeing it. Welcome aboard, new subscriber. Thanks for welcoming her, Jonathan. Bob on YouTube. Yeah, amazing but true. Look at that sky. Holy cow. I could stand right in this spot with the fan on me forever. Oh.
Yeah.
I have that Disney cooling cloth that gentleman has over his head, and I'm thinking that would be good to pour water all over and just pour over my head right now. All right, now we're in some solid shade. Solid shade. Thanks for giving him the link, Krista.
Special.
This feels good. Solid shade. Number 2 before we get in. pretty day in Orlando. Hot as usual, and it hasn't rained for a long time. That's the one thing going on down here. Everybody's lawn is dying. And they only let you legally water your lawn twice a week. So, did you? Oh. My wife has. What are they? You're gonna have to show me what that looks like. Maybe put the link to that in here so I can take a look at it. Because my wife has sort of a neck fan. It goes literally around the neck. Doesn't like hang around the neck. I've seen some that look so cool. I'm gonna have to look. Does it kind of go around your neck, sort of like a U shape, like those, you know, what you cradle your head in when you're in an airline seat or whatever? Thank you very much, Krista. All right, so here we are about to go into hold on a second, something's happening. Sorry. Here we are about to go into Flight of Passage, and hot day. It's not going to be as long as 55 minutes. Hate doing a YouTube video where you're sitting in line so much, but what are you going to do? Unless we just eat together, which we could do. Yes, U-shape, but it's movable. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. Actually, I think it was, there's two Disneydans. There's a Disneydan who's a friend of ours, D-I-Z Disneydan, and then there's another one, D-I-S. And I think I was watching one of his shows, and it was just about gadgets that he uses to go to Disney, and I saw a real good neck fan on there. I bet it's that same one. So hold on. Let's look at this instead of me. We are now inside. Thank God, air conditioning. Woo! All right, it's a nice day, but it's still hot. I'm trying to be positive here. So yeah, I've been working at the Disney Vacation Club for 6 weeks now. Incredible position, very friendly people. I know that if you call member services at Disney Vacation Club, I personally know now how much those people know, how knowledgeable they are, because of all of the information that they throw at you. And as a friend of mine who also works for Vacation Club says, you become, it's a real mind stretcher. You become very good at mental gymnastics, and I think it was really good for me at this phase of my life to do that, work out my brain. So I've been very thrilled. These are my days off, Thursday and Friday right now on my schedule. So, let me do a shout out to my friend Pete, PDF, and I'm going to be on his channel tonight, on his stream. I'm going to be on at 9 p.m. Wishing him a happy birthday after I get out of here. I'll probably stream till park closes today till at 7 o'clock. I'll probably stream till 6 or 7 or somewhere in there, and then go home. I live about 20 to 25 minutes from here. But Keith, happy birthday in advance if you're listening. Yes, we just did get an Amber Alert, and everybody in the cavern here got it. Facebook proof Amazon code. Thank you for that. Bob, did you know I started, Chris is saying, Bob, did you know I started working for Westgate Resorts? I plan on trying to get in with Disney when we move to Florida in a couple of years. Very good. Yeah, that's cool. One of the things that I did not know about Disney Vacation Club is they are tied in with basically a group called RCI, which are all these exclusive timeshare resorts that you can book for stays around the world, as well as a Disney Cruise Line and Adventures by Disney. So I'm not doing a sales pitch for them, but I thought that was pretty incredible that you could use the points, which are like money, that they give you each year when you buy one of those timeshares to use for any of those things, as well as staying in a resort at Disneyland. And that's been pretty cool, booking the resorts at Disneyland. Been learning a lot about that. Where are you at, Birdwell? I'm not at the park and I got an Amber Alert. Where are you? I'm in account services with Westgate. Very cool. Hey guys, we've got a few subscribers today. Thank you very much. Warm but beautiful day in Orlando. We're in the entrance cavern to Flight of Passage, and you're at One Stop Mouse with Goofy Bob and my new Mary Blair type print mask. Are you close to Disney? I mean, and say maybe we have another 25 minutes. We shall see. Let's see, 4:27. All right. All right, so I am willing for you guys to take a vote. I am going to stream Flight of Passage, put it on its stand and put it right in front of me. And it'll be a little blurred because you don't get this 3D effect. But once I get out of Flight of Passage, I'll walk through the gift shop. What would you like to do next? Would you like to go over to Everest? What would you like to do next? I cannot get on. It's tough to be a bug. I wish I could, but I will lose all service as soon as I get down into that bunker. An hour away. Let's see. So that if he's north, Birdwell could be maybe in the New Smyrna Beach, Daytona area. If he's southwestish, he could be maybe in Lakeland, maybe in Tampa if he's west. It depends on which roads he's talking about taking. This is Carrie. Go to Lion King. Yes, hello, that is my wife. I was going to go to Lion King. I don't know if you were on here. There is a 5 o'clock show. I missed the 4 o'clock show by 5 minutes. And you're right, Lion King was right here, so I'm going to go back there. That's really what I wanted to see. I'd be very happy to just see Lion King and get out of here, but I didn't want to wait a full hour. The wife has spoken, yeah. She has spoken. Hi, Carrie. That is my wife, Carrie. She is wonderful. I am married to a saint. Yes, it is. And it is open, and if you guys missed it, I was right there. I walked up on the line, and I got online. I was so excited, but it was 4:05, and the 4 o'clock show had just gone in and started, and they closed the doors. And I made a decision to come over here instead of waiting for the 5. I don't know how long the 5 o'clock line will be, but it's 4:20. I get one more show before they close, so I don't know. We're here now. Roll with it. Wonder if you can back it back by 5. Yeah, I'm trying, Krista. I know it's 4:30 now. I guess I could always see how this line is going. And then if I don't think I'm going to get there in time, ask to get off the line and just book back. Because that would be a wonderful thing to see. Not that this is a wonderful thing to see. I've streamed this a whole bunch of times. I love to do this, but I just hate waiting. You know, looking at people's heads and stuff. Oh, you're close to Palm Bay. Very good. Who is this? Who's out of you? Hey, thanks for subscribing so much. Who's out of you? Thanks very much. Welcome to the Bob Fun. They released the times for the parks finally when we come down in August. I've got to start planning my days at the parks. Remember, you and your husband, Katrina, my wife and I, be there. It's got to happen. Carrie, if you're watching, Monday, August 16th. I don't know what my schedule's going to be then. My schedule is changing all over the place. Right now my schedule at Disney was supposed to be closing shift. Now it's been morning shifts. And it's just... We'll make it happen somehow. Thank you, honey bunny. It's true. My wife knows that the best place to hide something where I will never find it in a million years is right in front of my face. Put it in the refrigerator and put it on the top. Well, actually, that's the only place in the fridge. For me, if it's not on the top shelf, right in the middle, in the front, it doesn't exist in the refrigerator. I'm not going to bend down and reach in there. So, let's see, it's 4:34. So here's the thing, will I make it by 5 o'clock? You hide everything from... It'll take 5 minutes to walk over there. I am not going to get on the ride and complete the ride in 20 minutes. I am going to have to ask a cast member to get off the line. You know. So if you're watching this on the replay, all the viewers went away because I was buffering for a bit when I was standing in that perfectly still black pool. What is this? Hold on, Bob is back. Great, Bob's lost in the park with no service. No, I can see you now. We should play Where in Walt Disney World is Bob. I'm here, I see you. Where in Disney is Bob? Santiago. Maybe I should call him. I got your message. Messaged you back. We're back. Yeah, Jonathan Chong back. Yeah, what happened is I was in a bad spot. Usually you'll move through those spots, but that bad 10-foot spot that you would usually walk through, I was stuck in that spot in the pitch black for 25 minutes. The line was not moving at all, and that is where I lost the possibility of being able to basically even get off the line. And first placer, hey there, and run over to Festival Lion King. So I took a calculated risk. Instead of staying on the 4:05 line to wait 55 minutes for the 5 o'clock show, thought I could get over here, get on this, and run back. Didn't happen, but we're gonna have a good time on this. I'm gonna stream this. And I'm pretty sure that is the last Festival Lion King show. But next time I stream Animal Kingdom, which might be in a few weeks, that is the first thing I'm going to do. That's going to be my priority, to get to Festival of the Lion King. If you've been waiting for me to come back out of buffering land, I appreciate it. Hopefully my wife was one of those people. But if not, you know, whatever.
Flyers preparing for orientation.
Dang, I was driving and just got home and made a PB&J, LOL. Add some hot honey. Love hot honey. First place there. LOL, Bob, Jonathan. LOL. So here we are. Great ride. Wonderful ride. And of course, I always love getting a picture standing in front of this, because of course, I'm like right here. I'm like under that guy's hip. Those guys are like 10 feet tall, those Avatar guys. The Na'vi, excuse me, the Na'vi. I do love this ride though, very much. Hot honey. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's one.
Number 4, please. Right this way, lane number 4.
See, Disney cast are saints. I'm acting like a doofus, and she's like, come on. Hot honey. Wait a second, right? This has got to be derived from a Kelly joke, right? Definitely no more than 6 feet. I'm 6 feet. I am 6 foot exactly. So, and I was halfway up. Honey steeped in chili peppers. Mike's Hot Honey. It's my jam. Get it on Amazon. So good on everything. Mike's Hot Honey. Really? Have to try that. Interesting. Is it really hot, first placer? Or just like pretty hot? Alright, so we're up the front of the line. Amazing on pizza. Interesting. Well, that part where I was buffering, you didn't miss anything, so thanks for hanging in there. All it was dark, totally black, and me talking goofy. So, if you want to go back on the replay and watch it, it's probably just buffering there too. Alright, so what do we have coming up? I'm going to be streaming till probably at least for another hour, maybe, till parks close at 7. I think I'd like to run over to Everest from here and take it from there, do as many things as we can. Stop by a shop on the way out, check out some merch. I had my eye on a few things. They have some cool things that they're selling right now, some new items. All buffering on the replay. LOL. Yeah. Good. I'll go back and edit it out. Hey Bob, the Hitchhiking Bones. Dawn and Will, what's going on? I am standing online for a flight of passage right at the end. I'm just about to board the ride. Was standing in a totally still line on the ramp approaching the lab and lost service in just like a 10-foot area, but I was buffering for 20 minutes and just standing there. So if you haven't checked out the Hitchhiking Bones, they got a great channel. And they really appreciate Disney history, just like I do. So go on over to the Hitchhiking Bones. Kristen Knoxville, that you see, and Katrina, they've got a channel called Disney Double K's. Go check them out as well. Check out that kid's. Which one? What, behind me? Which one, Katrina? Oh, wait, I know which one. You mean that one? Yeah, I know. Those hats are great around here when it's hot. So, yeah, you didn't miss anything. I just got stuck in a estimated gamble to try to squeeze this in instead of waiting an hour for Festival of the Lion King out in the hot sun and then try to run over to there. Jonathan Chong. So Dawn, what do you think? I've got a Mary Blair mask on that my wife got us. They're pretty cool. Alright. Wow, this ride is moving so slow today. Woo. We are on the ramp, approaching the ride. I don't know if the ride went down. People were needing to be evacuated like they are sometimes. Something's happening. They are evacuating people off of one of the rides and sticking them on the front of another line. Something is happening with the ride. Yeah, that is why it's been so slow. They just took a bunch of people off, put them in a little line behind us, and now they're boarding them onto another one. So part of it must be having issues. So a couple of issues today at Animal Kingdom. Part of Flight of Passage has been having difficulty, and they've been kind of evacuating people on and off and trying to keep things running smoothly, but of course Disney Cast always does a great job. And the safari was down for a little bit. I don't know how long they were down when we first went over there, but after eating a little fudge and coming back in 20 minutes, they were up. So, they're doing their best at Disney as always. Yes, no lions on the safari. Hopefully that doesn't mean that they're roaming in any neighborhoods. I doubt that's the problem. I think it's that the lions do not want to be out when it's 95 degrees, and they're somewhere in one of those caves or back in the care facilities, lounging in a pool or something, who knows. Oh my goodness. Slow day for Flight of Passage. Sorry about that, folks. One, please.
We're going to be seat number 9.
Thank you.
A1 for me, okay?
All right. We are finally getting onto Flight of Passage. Hi there. Just one?
Right here.
Oh, sorry. I think I'm supposed to be
Facing
behind.
that direction.
Okay.
Party of 3? Yes. Okay, so you'll be facing that direction of the red circle. And party of 2. You're going to be on this red circle. There you go. Thank you. You're welcome.
Can everyone see me? Great! Welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Na'vi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikran, or as we call it, a Banshee. The way you're going to do this is by being matched to something called an avatar. They're created by blending human DNA and Na'vi DNA. Once we match you to an avatar, thanks to a special link chair, your mind will be able to control that avatar. Using avatars to fly this way was all figured out by my boss, Dr. Jackie Ogden. She leads our science team, which is part of the Pandora Conservation Initiative, and we're here in the Valley of Moara studying banshees and their environment. Let's watch this piece by Dr. Ogden, who runs the program.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Jackie Ogden from the Pandora Conservation Initiative. You're about to experience a ceremony that's very special to the Na'vi. Connecting to an Ikran and flying on its back is an incredibly important rite of passage they call Ikni Maya. With permission from the Na'vi and in partnership with Alpha Centauri Expeditions, we can now bring this amazing experience to you.
We establish a link using powerful psionic amplification equipment. A human driver is connected to an avatar, which could be physically hundreds of kilometers away. When you follow our technician into the link chamber, you'll see a series of 16 link chairs. Please go to the number that matches the number you're standing on now. First, stow your gear in the storage containers on the back wall. This should include all bags, cameras, and other items, including cell phones. It's important to push them all the way into the bin. Then get onto the chair as you would a bike. Straddle the seat, step forward, and sit down. Slide your hips forward until you are against the chest pad, and then move your feet all the way forward. Wait until you're seated before you put on your flight visors. Hold on to the hand grips as shown. It's important to hold on to the hand grips at all times. After you're seated, back and leg restraints will be firmly engaged. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, always remain seated and supervise your children.
Once the link takes place, you'll be connected to your avatar and sitting on the back of an Ikran. It'll feel like you're really there. Moments later, you'll begin your flight. A Na'vi guide will lead you out. You'll experience the breathtaking beauty of Pandora, but you might also face some of its greatest challenges. Some of this flight might be intense, but trust your guide and be brave. As the Na'vi say during this important rite of passage, Sivak Ho, rise to the challenge. Good luck.
All right, you ready? Let's get you into the link chamber.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to be restrained above the ground. The floor will move if you have any fear of heights.
If that looked like it was out of sync, guys, it was actually out of sync on the screen.
Covering on throughout the entire flight. Thank you.
So the stream is good, but it was out of sync on the screen. Strange.
Attention drivers, stow your gear on the back wall and then get onto the link chair the way we showed you in the video. Then put on your flight visors. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, remain seated, lean forward, holding onto the hand grips, and supervise your children.
Okay, so we can move forward.
Para su seguridad, durante toda esta experiencia deberán permanecer sentados, inclinarse hacia adelante agarrando las barras y supervisen a sus niños. Gracias.
Guys, all the way down. Okay. All right, follow me.
Thank you.
Hi, store your gear here.
Thank you. Which chair? This one?
Yes.
Thanks.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, slide all the way forward, please. Just to let you know, please be careful of that because if it falls, it's going to break.
I've done it before, yeah. I am. I have a stand here and I put it in front of me and I hold both handles.
Okay.
Thank you for saying that, though.
You're welcome. Alright, restraints are about to come up. I'm going to have you take off your pouch for a minute. I just realized you had your pouch.
Oh.
Just take your time, please.
Take it off?
Yep. Just take your time. There you go.
Thanks.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, slide all the way forward. Restraints coming up.
Restraints activated.
Ready for your flight?
All right, guys, here we go. Flight of passage.
Restraints activated. link chair, gather your belongings, and exit the link chamber.
We need the extended play. Again! Best rider.
Attention drivers, stow your gear on the back wall and then get onto the link chair the way we showed you in the video. Then put on your flight visors.
All right.
For your
Finally,
safety throughout
after
this
a long
entire
wait,
experience, remain
we
seated.
got on Flight of Passage.
Hold on to the handbrakes. Supervise your children.
Hey friends, my guys. Okay guys, sorry. Had to get my stuff together. Thank you for hanging in there with me. You know, there's a lot of areas where you switch back and forth from Wi-Fi setting to no Wi-Fi in your phone, and you're doing different things to the app. And you're usually walking through zones, little puddles of better service and not as good. You kind of know where to start and when to do this. But sometimes when you're stuck in like this little 10-foot square in the dark, and it's a bad area, you just sit there and buffer. So if you lost me there for a little bit, yeah, that was me standing there wondering why the ride was doing what it was doing. And I don't know what it was doing, but they were having some sort of difficulty. So we're getting off. We are going to go over to Everest, do a few other things. Yeah, not a great ride. We're trying to reconnect again. Okay guys, so going over to Everest, like I said, and just truly was a 55-minute wait. I was hoping they were being no. Oh. I was hoping they were just saying that it was 55. A lot of times it ends up being less, but that truly was 55 minutes. The wait time probably went up higher than that right after I got online. So, water break, Bob. Yeah, I know, really, truly. Shoot. God, I need something to drink. I didn't bring any water with me. Ooh. This gate is open. I am not going to go through the shop.
That would be on the drive here today.
We were listening to you.
Yep, here we go. That's what I want. I want one of those green beers. I'm not going to drink it. Okay. Everest. Yeah, just the nose. And I tell people all the time when it's weather like this, don't fool around. Get on Amazon. Get a little bottle of some of those electrolytes. You can squirt in some cold water. And hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. This is like a long hiking trip in a tropical rainforest. If you're here for a 5-day trip. So. If I see a cord, I might grab some water. All right. Phew. I believe there's a cart coming up where I can get some water. And I know that is a bar where I can get an old-fashioned. All right, so leaving Pandora. Tiffins is coming up on the left, which is also where Nomad Lounge is. There's a stand here with Mickey bars. They might have water. Thank you, Dawn. Nice to hear from you. Do you have a favorite place to eat at AK Bob? Yes. That was where this stream started out. Eating barbecue at Flame Tree Barbecue. It's definitely a really, really good place. And as is seen in most of my streams that I have from Animal Kingdom, I'm always eating them. I actually find it's a good place to start with the timing and everything. I want something to eat, so what I do is I start eating, and then at the end of my meal, I basically start the stream. Oh.
Free water. Are we headed towards Pandora? Yeah. Thank you.
You want a steak or do you want a sandwich?
It has gotten very warm and everybody is moving extremely slowly. Oh, you got it, Dawn. Dawn, that's my challenge. I brought you to get the scallop forest last time. Let me go out to eat with you and get the barbecue at Flame Tree Barbecue. I'd appreciate it. Yes, definitely. You have to do it. You and Will, or you and the family that you're with, you have to go. Even just the basic pulled pork sandwich with the coleslaw on it, and great barbecue sauce. Yummy. All right, guys, I'm going to mute you for 1 second as I come up to here, get my cash discount, and get some water. Thanks. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Thank you, Krista. Good reminder. I grabbed the water. Give me a second. Temperature has increased considerably in the last hour or so. There he is, LOL. Yeah, I'm here. Pete Safari at Animal Kingdom. I've never been to Pete Safari. The best place in Animal Kingdom is Tiffin's. I'm actually in a sort of an unofficial sort of outdoor seating area to the right of the entrance. Tiffin's and the Nomad Lounge attached to that looks out at the water, right at the bridge where you go over to Pandora. Tiffin's is an unbelievable signature dinner, high-end, higher cost, expensive dinner. So that's going to be your best expensive meal, your best meal experience at Animal Kingdom that you'll need reservations for. You usually can get into the lounge and get some pretty good snacks and some interesting cocktails. And that's where I'll go most of the time. You know, you'll need it's in demand, and it's a standing, sit-down reservation, as any other signature restaurant anywhere on the property. But when I talk about Flame Tree, you know, Flame Tree is quick service, and you can do a mobile order right on your phone. So as soon as I'm entering the park, and I haven't eaten since breakfast, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm about to do a stream, as I'm walking, I'm doing a mobile order, and then, you know, by the time I make it to the back of the park, You know, it's like I wait for 2 seconds as I'm sitting on a little brick wall, setting up the gimbal and the phone, and boom, my food is ready. Then I walk to the back of the seating area for Tiffin's looking out at the water, eat my food, give myself a, you know, half an hour to eat my food. By the time my meal is over, the stream starts and I'm all set. So I don't frequent Tiffin's all that much. Actually, I've only gone to Tiffin's one time, and that was the one time that I actually had the deluxe Disney dining plan. And that's because you want to go to all the most expensive restaurants, because it covers your entree, it covers appetizers, it covers alcoholic beverages, it covers dessert, and so you get the most out of your deluxe Disney dining plan. I mean, don't get the thing unless you really expect to eat a lot and you know eat like a king, from soup to nuts, from appetizer to dessert. Otherwise, it's a waste of money. Only the reason I haven't gotten it since then is that was not a very productive trip, because I was in a food daze for that whole 8-day trip, because I felt like you do an hour after you have a Thanksgiving dinner all day long. So because I was eating breakfast like that, lunch like that, and dinner like that. And they actually was I remember I was in Kidani Village, and I literally fell asleep on one of the seats in the lobby, and one of the cast came up to me and asked me if I was okay. Yeah, so haven't done that again. Anyway. And let's see. Finally gonna get a new gimbal. Have had this one gimbal since, this is the second gimbal I got, but I've had this gimbal since 2018, and it put in a bunch of good service, but yeah, it's seen better days. I've dropped it and stuff. Bob, no dining credit left behind. No way. You know how much a deluxe Disney dining plan costs? You would not leave that behind either, Dawn. Eat it. Have you ever seen dining? This is the funniest thing. Have you ever seen, I see guys for some reason a lot, but I'm sure, you know, moms too. I'll see them in gift shops, or I did when they sell the dining plan, just like filling up like big bags full of pretzels and stuff like that, chocolate covered pretzels and everything, things that would be snack credits, because they're basically trying to catch up on all the credits on a dining plan that their kids or their wife or their husband didn't eat, so they're going to try to take it home with them. I saw one guy eating at 1900 Park Fair at the Grand Floridian, and he was trying to take it all home with him. Oh my God. Hitchhiking Moms, LOL. That's eating good. It is, it is. Well, now that I'm actually a local and I'm here and I don't have any long trips like that coming up, I'll probably just be eating big meals here and there, going and having dining experiences like you and I, Dawn, had Dawn at Raglan Road. But I don't think I'm at that point in my life where I want to gorge like that anymore. All right, it's Everest, baby. Let's do it. Oops, sorry. All right, here we go. So yeah, what's going on in the stream? I'm gonna get a new gimbal and another piece of cutting edge technology that should help with the streams a lot. I've just put off on that because with what's been going on with my life, I haven't been doing a lot of streams, so it's really not worth it. But I have a Here we are at the tree. Yeah, Krista, if I start buffering and you start losing me again, if you wouldn't mind messaging me again in the way that you did, that would be great. I'm but I really when I was in that dark puddle, it was there. It is, Flame Tree Barbecue, the infamous. Comes with slaw. Oops, sorry. I almost got run down by an ice cream cart. Come on, Cynthia, where are you? You're supposed to be watching for me. Battery power 5%. That would be why. Wow. Hi guys. Typical things that happens. Alright, I'm running out of juice on my dad gimbal. So, I thought we'd maybe stream from 3 to 6, maybe get on Everest. I know how it goes when I stream with the bad setup that I have. So, we ate, we did Flight of Passage, we did the safari, didn't do a heck of a lot. But 3 hours right now is my max till I get set up a little bit differently. And at least I did have the experience of coming to the park, which I haven't had for a little while. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to cut it off at this point after 3 hours. And thank you so much. Please check out the Disney Double Ks, Krista and Katrina, and Will at the Hitchhiking Bones. And let's see, let's go back to Infinity. Daniel, thanks for today. Glad you could join us, first placer.
Yes.
Thanks, honey, my wife, for coming on. Birdwell, thanks for coming on. Thanks, everybody, for coming on. And streaming definitely for sure. You're welcome. I will be streaming definitely for sure at Epcot next Thursday. And I'll be trying my best to put together a show Disney-ish for this coming Monday. And an interview with somebody yet to be determined on Wednesday. Take care and have a magical night, and I love all you guys. And